Hey there, how you doing? This is John Leschek with Second Moonshot, and this is going to be a casual video. Everything I do is one take, um, and today is just going to be just tell you a little bit about Second Moonshot myself, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour of the shop and kind of take a look. See, a lot of the stuff here is what interests me. Probably about 3.5 years ago, I left my corporate job and did an early retirement and found I didn't really enjoy golf. And so wanted to spend some time doing something productive, something creative with my time. Tried a couple things, and finally fell into a couple areas that I really found enjoyable. It was critical, vital that when I wake up, I'm doing something that I just truly love every minute, and not do things that I don't. And so I do a couple main things that I've got going on right now. A lot of it started with eBay, and eventually I started selling some art posters, some items that needed framing or framing repaired. And the more I did that, the more I found I probably enjoyed I do enjoy the framing more than I enjoy the eBay selling, although I've still got quite a bit of eBay business going on. And I started investing pretty heavily into framing equipment and have really turned that into a proper business going on right now. Not so much in a retail setting, looking more for partnering with photography studios, local artists, or I do still do some people that by referral that come to me, and ask for custom framing, and happy to do that, and try to offer them a unique experience, very personalized and high quality work, and continually improving and learning, and doing that. In addition to the eBay and the framing, um, I enjoy a lot of pop culture type posters and art, a lot of vintage ads and stuff along those lines. And I've got a couple cars that I also store in the warehouse that I'll show you those. And that's kind of the basics going on. Hope you find it interesting. If you don't, I'm sure I'll see a lot of people just exiting after the first 2 minutes of the video. I'm going to just kind of walk around and talk. So just let me get the camera out. That's my social area, sitting there. Kind of see it. My One of my ruined wheels are in here, and some of the wheels that I use as a coffee table with a glass top, of my barber chair and my lounge chair. Little seating area, that I've got over here. Wish I could change the zoom on it. I guess I can't. Kind of my little. I've got a food truck outside that, little Mexican food truck has delicious tacos and food that I eat there regularly. And a little workstation with my oval cutter for the framing is over there, and just some supplies, sitting in the back. So that's kind of what I refer to as my kind of my social area, and just relaxation. Kind of hanging out there, and a couple posters that I've got floating around. I'm going to hit on a couple things going on the framing side of it, and I'm going to kind of bounce around, when I go to it. This is a big stack of molding, and a rack that I've got. Kind of come over here. You kind of see it, and that is, molding for picture frames. I got that from, when I bought out, a framer. I got that along with probably most of the equipment that we're going to see. I built several racks to hold some of the molding samples, and that's what you're seeing here. This was actually in a kind of a consignment store, and ended up moving it out and use it more in the shop just to present my pieces. And everything that I do, I try to put it on wheels so I can move it around if I need to. A lot of my corner samples and some other framing pieces and scraps are all sitting around here. And if we go over here, I've got that's my miter saw that I'll use for rough cuts, sitting there, and a lot of my framing, just a miter sander, and various vices that I've got floating all around here. So I've got several vices to do my corner joins, and at the bottom, just some hand tools and things that are going on. A lot of the parts, nails, hangers, a lot of pieces I'll keep here. I like vintage tools and toolboxes and stuff, so a lot of them are the older ones that I find great. Now these are two mat board racks that I also store some glass and other components in there. So I do a lot of my work, detail work and assembly I'll do on these tables. Um, and as I pan around here, this is all kind of various pieces of glass, new glass that I have available. Pretty much everything is TrueView glass, um, like their product. And just a roll around cart. This is an underpinner that shoots the nail up into the back of the V nail up into the back of the frame. This is kind of big. I'll step back as you can see. It's kind of a big wide. This is specifically a dedicated table miter saw. But what it does is the whole tabletop moves, and then so the blade is actually stationary and the tabletop moves once you clamp it in there. Um, it's old, but I'll tell you, it really cuts perfect joints. Just various uh, mounting board tapes and mylar stuff that I've got going on. This is a big paper cutter that also cuts mat board and other things there. So that is used every day. And then it's kind of just my workstation where I'll do most of my work, um, whether I'm doing eBay listings or doing customer invoices or whatever I'm doing. I'll do that over here. And I just kind of, this is where I'll do a lot of the pictures that I'll do for eBay. I'll do it here, and um, kind of lights it up, and nothing super formal. I don't do the highly specialized pictures. I just listen to a lot of music, and this is my music area. And I've got the various IKEA shelves that I store. You can see them all over here. I've got several IKEA shelves that I'll use to store just some things that are better off stored in that setting versus on utility shelves. And I've got a just table saw, and I've got the cars are over here. So if you're coming to this, that's the 991 Porsche 911 4S. Um, one of my one I drive the most. It's got a lot of miles on it. I don't really um, baby it too much. This is a 1976 911 Targa that I've got under there. That one doesn't get driven much, maybe 2 miles a year. Anyway, those are I had a third one and a 944 turbo, but ended up selling that one to a nice guy that's restoring it. So going over here, various paper rolls. This is a big old glass cutter that we've got there. I can't see it, but the glass cutter that I've got there, and probably multi-material cutter, various types of foam core and sheets. And this area here, where I've done some other videos, is usually in this section, which is where I do my packing and shipping. And just and a couple mat cutters that I've also got floating around here as well. But a lot of my shipping is done here, various supplies that I've got all up at the top. And now all these shelves in the back going all the way across are all numbered shelves or lettered shelves. So this is like shelf N, and then I number the shelves within the unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's N1, and when I put the ads on eBay, I'll list it, put at the bottom of the description the shelf location N1, and then I can go and find the item within a single shelf. So I usually do that. So all of those are kind of eBay items listed variously. About 2,500 or so eBay items are all covered through there. And back here on the other side of this big old rack is just, again, more eBay stuff back here. You can see all the bubble wrap that I've got loaded in there. It's kind of just all my tools and hand tools and screws, nails, parts. A lot of my automotive tools are all over here. And various things going on here. So some excess comic books and boxes, pads, and various supplies going on. So that's kind of the main part of it. Over here behind the car, you might have heard me mention that I get these blanks, these big cardboard blanks from Costco. That's what those are. It's probably about 100. I use those pretty regularly, and make custom boxes out of it for the picture frames, and that's where those all come from. And I get, probably 50 of them a month whenever I go shopping at Costco. So let's put that back and kind of close out here. Let me see if I can get this all set up. Okay. Good. So that's the basics. I spend a lot of time here, uh, 10 to 12 hours a day doing whatever I want to do. It's, part of it is work, although it doesn't feel like it. It really feels enjoyable. Um, sometimes I'll work on the car. I'll do things that I would typically might someone might do in their garage. Uh, we've got this warehouse where previously, well, when we started out, we did a lot of the eBay from the house. That ended up overwhelming the house with eBay merchandise. So I ended up getting a storage unit. Um, and that storage unit turned into three storage units. And that was costing about $1 a foot and 1,000 square feet across three storage units, which is two of them were, well, one was for framing, one was for eBay, and one was for the cars. And eventually I decided 5 minutes from my house, this building came available for with 1,875 square feet that I was able to store the cars, do the framing, do the eBay, and do more stuff that whatever I want to do. It's kind of an area that I just can be creative with. I can meet people here, and just enjoy what I'm doing for the day and be creative. And that's it. That's all I wanted to share. And hopefully you found it interesting. And if you didn't, sorry, I wasted your time. All right, thank you.